Hello, I'm bankruptcy attorney Dan Scott, and I want to talk to you just a minute about your Chapter 13 case. If you're in the middle of a Chapter 13 case and you've got laid off, or you're thinking you're going to get laid off, and you're waiting on this extra $600 a week in order to pay your Chapter 13 payment, I just want to talk to you about that because I've gotten some calls over the last few days about that, and folks are believing that because the TV says that you're going to get this extra $600, that it's going to come with your next check. Unfortunately, that's probably not the case. It's liable to be 3 weeks before you get that extra $600. So you're really talking about maybe the last week of April. And so you're going to have just your regular money on your unemployment, what you get from the state, which will be very, very little. So the question is, well, what do you do in the meantime? Well, the first thing you should do is cut any extra spending. You really got to do that. And this will be difficult because a lot of folks have already cut it down to the bone. You say, well, Dan, how can you tell me to cut extra spending? I've cut down to nothing now. Well, here's what I'm telling you. Cut all your extra spending. I mean, anything that you can cut or defer, you should do that. That also includes your Chapter 13 payment. If you will contact your bankruptcy lawyer, you can file if you're still working, you can file a motion to release the order from the court taking money out of your wages and get through this thing before you start back again. Now, that only works if you're working. If you're unemployed and you're getting unemployment, probably what you're going to want to do is first contact your bankruptcy lawyer and talk to your lawyer about, well, do we need to go in and modify my plan now, or do we want to wait and modify the plan? And you should get your bankruptcy lawyer's counsel on that because lawyers will look at it differently. There are options for you. You're not in this by yourself. There are literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in the East Tennessee area, Knoxville, Sevierville, Sevier County, Blount County, Knox County, that are in the same box. And they've got Chapter 13 cases, they've got plan payments that they cannot make, and they need to figure out a way to make them. And your bankruptcy lawyer will be a big help to you because they will have already thought through this specific thing, because we're now, about 3 weeks into it. And so we've had time to kind of get our hands around it to figure out what's the best course of action. So I really recommend you contacting your bankruptcy lawyer about that. But the main thing is just to recognize that this extra money that the government says we're going to get on your unemployment is not going to arrive real quickly. And so you've got to figure out how to stretch yourself until then, till that extra money comes in. And really, once that money comes in, I think you'll be in a lot better shape because you're going to get your regular unemployment, plus you're going to get $600 for a week for 12 weeks. And holy moly, I hope this thing's going to be over then. And I know you do too. I hope this was helpful to you.